Or this is a women's... this is a mixed...
Yep, mixed Division 1 between Miami High and Airmech Knights. So Miami High, I imagine, are getting ready for all schools coming up very shortly. And Airmech are our defending mixed Div 1 champions from last season.
It's been a very tight competition, the Mixed Division 1 series here. Dave Parker and Matthew Gilbertson here for you this evening. We'll commentate this game when the players get themselves on the field and the referees blow the start.
Well, I think the hooter has gone, so we'll get some players on the field.
Some familiar Palm Beach faces out here this evening. The referee's had enough. He's blowing the game up. We've got a dog on the field. We've only got 4 players, 5 now.
Yep. One way to get the game started, just blow the whistle and make them get out there.
And that's done it. Look at that. The field's been cleared, and we've got 6 versus 5 at the moment. So Miami High missing one of their girls. No, one of their boys. One of their boys.
There we go.
So Trent moving out there. There's the call. Seen a lot of these kids play various rep programs from Miami High in schools tournaments.
Yeah, we'd like to see a few more of them. A nice long ball there from Damien Moore. We'd like to see a few more of these Miami kids get into our Palm Beach rep teams.
Some talent out there.
Yeah, they tend not to. I think they play a lot of touch at school, so doing extra touch is a little bit difficult for some of them.
Great catch by the winger too on that touchdown.
Yeah, young Emily Phillips.
Emily Phillips needs to work on her kicking practice.
Yeah. But Emily just come back from junior state champs with the Sharks 16s girls.
Okay.
Who were runners-up.
Well done.
Junior state champs.
Tell us, as we see the Miami High team knocks it over the ball twice from the roll ball there to start the game off. We need our referees to pick this sort of stuff up. It's one of the reasons we have our referees meetings to talk about these things. The player out there, I've seen a lot of, is that Michael? Is his name Michael?
Michael, yes. Last name escapes me at the moment.
Got a lot of talent, and there's also one of our referees.
Oh, massive
nice
hole
dive
there.
Over. The referee's going to rightly call that down on the ground. Steve just got a bit away from Sammy Joe at link there.
So we've got a bit of a battle between young legs and old legs here. You know, we've got a few players for Airmech Knights who, you know, some are on the other side of 35 against the young 17, 18-year-old legs of Miami High. So
very familiar face hobbling out there from the tap, clenching his hip is Gary Zonda.
Yeah.
Good to see him out there running around. We know Gary's got some degenerative hip issues. He's played that much touch. It's no wonder. But great of the game.
Yeah, if Miami were to play a little bit smart here, they might target
Steve O'Keefe with a step back on the sweep, and they've got numbers. Can they get the ball out? Yes, they can. And second score for young Phillips.
By the other Phillips.
Tegan
Phillips on the wing there. So Airmech have recruited a few extra girls this season with Sammy Jo Curtis and Tegan Phillips.
Making a mark already.
Trying to strengthen their already premiership winning team. It's important that Miami, don't drop their heads here. They, Airmech are quite an experienced team. You got a lot of experienced players playing there, but
seen some speed and agility here from the Miami team, and as you'd expect and see Trent Short there guiding them around the park now as well. Got the outside, well defended there by Mark Hartley and Ryan Pollock in the middle.
Ryan Pollock,
some experience and quality there.
Yes, Ryan Pollock,
Australian player,
Australian 35s and
Australian mixed.
Yep, and
previously a mixed open. Nice long ball.
And great finish there. The ball's called down. And
Yep, maybe a little bowl, but caught and put down according to the referees. Well done, nice pass.
once again, the Airmech winger there, probably Zara, got caught, probably ball watching a little bit and not knowing where her winger was, but
Just warming up on the sideline as well. Probably not warmed up, ready to go yet either. That's the thing, hey, the older we get, Dave, the longer it takes us to get warmed up.
that's right. Add an extra 5 minutes for every
For every 5 years, I think.
every 5 years over 35.
Mark Hartley and Ryan Pollock up the middle of the park. Referees Alex is talking well to them. We've got the ball out to the winger. Sammy Joe is going to run away, and is there a touch called? No. All clear is given.
Ball down. I think the link for Miami there just got caught with the hips turned in a little bit, which made the
winger
wing
come in.
hesitate and just opened up just enough space for Sammy Joe to go down that sideline there.
Hey, Mike, have what you want before you get down there.
Dave Maher out there with Gary Zonder as well. So this is a star-studded Airmech side. It is Division 1 mixed after all.
I think Gary needs to put those players around him, make him look a bit better so he, those old legs don't cover the yards like they used to. I know it's one player that Airmech haven't got with them this season is Mook Jr. He played in their grand final side last season. I know he was recovering from a broken finger, so
He might be out injured.
he might be.
The defence allowed a retreat there quite a lot.
Right for Dylan.
One of our up-and-coming referees in the field here. I'm going to say Jordan. I could be wrong on that though.
Yeah,
Well done. Well done. Someone's going to go make the touch.
Get on your good side.
Trent just controlling the play there. Be looking for a quickie here on
A very good dive over Trent.
Gary Sonder.
You'd be looking for that.
Yeah.
And they've gone to the link for it, and they're going to recycle the ball nicely. Nothing there. Good patience with the ball, not chucking it away. Got touches up your sleeve. We're going to get Trent.
Trent looking to get on a sweeper here, perhaps. No. Run away from him. I think, if Miami...
It's a good example there, Dave, of the pass back. Yes, it's against the grain, but they actually haven't set a grain first. They actually haven't gone outside first.
Oh,
Good diving touch by Dave Maher.
I'd like to see the Miami player there get a little bit lower. He's gone for the slam, the basketball slam dunk there, and
Rather than the slide in.
yeah, rather than the slide in, he might have had a bit more success.
6 and change. Well
I think-
defended. Bit of scramble defence there. They held out well. A good effort from Miami to test out the agility of the older team.
I think if Miami are going to do any well at all schools, I'd like to see them use their girls probably a little bit more than what they do in attack.
Yes.
Nice touch there.
Steve O'Keefe for Zara Hartley. Damien Moore. Nice attack onto Ryan Pollock. He's
Well,
going
the
to take
middles
Trent
are a
on
long
and
way away.
offload. Oh, 6 again. We've got Michael forced
No.
to shut down. Probably didn't need to go for the ball.
No pre-touch positioning there at all by the saver middle. He was still getting onside as the touch was made, and therefore all his momentum was in instead of up. So Ryan Pollock orchestrating the attack here.
And we've got Sammy Joe on the offload, 6 again. Again, the link was nowhere to be found on the defensive side there.
Trent needs to be a bit careful there. He's get penalised without not putting his hand out to initiate a touch, and like to see him get a little bit of weight in his touches instead of just giving away that free.
Yeah, that's a fair penalty. I would like to have seen the advantage play there, Alex, because they had the strike dump, and but the penalty is correct in that they must move forward at pace under the 8th edition rules. No creeping forward. 1 foot in front of the other is what we're coaching the referees to ask for. So Michael's moving forward here at a much better pace. Sammy Joe takes him on the outside. Oh, an OZ ball as we call it here, or the Kiwis do. Nice cover. They're going to call the touchdown here. The referee on the sideline's giving the all clear.
They actually had that defended quite well, Miami. The link was there to make the touch, but the
pass beat them on the outside.
yeah, the winger didn't trust the link and held for just that second too long. And the touchdown was scored. One thing we have, been coaching our elite players is to get out and make those touches on the try line. The referees are really starting to enforce, the movement forward, and you find it a lot easier if you're not the player making the touch. If your players are just getting out and making touches, and the referee's seeing that you're being positive and want to get out and make touches.
Setting up here, got the goal link coming into play, into Michael. He's going to ask for it back.
Forward pass.
Forward pass and an
Nice
incorrect roll,
pass
but a
there.
lovely ball and well defended.
Probably just a little bit slow in the setup there.
Comes with experience and timing.
Yeah, the defence had time to get back and get up and get set. I think the one thing that the Miami team need to work on here is what they want to get out of this game. Like I think they're a little bit with the attitude that we're probably going to get beat, but they need to be using these as training runs to getting ready for their
tournament. Oh, Mark nearly through. Showing some of that dash.
5 kilos earlier, he might have fitted through that hole. I don't know that the Miami.
Good call.
I don't think the Miami team have any girl subs actually. By the look of it, the girls are doing it a bit tough out there, especially in the link wing here.
Driving Ryan Pollock. Gary's under in the middle with Dave Maher. So very experienced combination, all with Australian representative history behind them.
Middles are very far apart.
Oh, Gary's under on the outside, please. This is what Dave Maher is thinking now as he throws his head back.
Airmech are trying a little cheeky play with instead of the winger running out, was
Winger come in, was it?
chopping that
winger in.
the link wing channel in, and see if they can catch the winger going out instead of coming in. I think Miami need to work on their roll ball a little bit too. Square
some technique issues here.
Yep.
Stepping over the ball, fighting for the side, as you said in the last game, Dave.
There's some good yards there.
Oh, and got the overlap. Oh, and we've got a score. Well done. That was
Nice little bump play.
Nothing.
Nice little bump play there.
Speed, pure
That's
speed.
it. And it all come out of the sub box. They had good drive out of the box and good momentum, and got the Knights players going backwards. Doesn't matter who you are or what level you're at. If you can get the defence going backwards, you're a good chance of setting up a good attacking play.
It was well finished off as well in the end. From the restart, we see
Sammy Joe and Ryan Pollock just rucking it up the sideline. See what they can set up here. We got Ryan on the sweeper.
Nice
the old
little
ninja
ball.
blow there. Trent needed to just defend where the threat was there. Probably got caught pulling
Probably cornered a little hard.
a little hard early. Yep.
Still, you can take your short side without giving it up.
I like to see Miami just get a little bit more weight in those strike when you can see Miami Knights setting up for their strike plays there. Just get a little bit more weight into those touches, try and disrupt the roll ball a little bit. These guys they don't mind being touched hard. They're used to the physical game.
Get to the block.
Where do you think this? We're just looking at the roll ball here, and again, it's another example of a roll ball that's nowhere near a technically correct roll ball. Where does this technique come from? This putting the ball down and stepping away from it rather than over it. Where do you think has that crept into the game?
I think it's just because they're just trying to play quickly, and it's not. We try and teach the players, especially when you're doing like trying to split for the half, that instead of splitting sideways, to split forward and make the half do the work. So I think a lot of that comes from when they're splitting, they're trying to split backwards instead of splitting forward and let the half create the backwards pass. So,
do you think some of it's to do with which hand you're dumping the ball with? Like, so teaching players to dump with both hands, making sure that you are front hand, front foot?
Possibly. It's. I think a lot of that stuff, is very much like they say your golf swing is a muscle memory. You find if that's what they've done since they started playing and they haven't been shown any different or trained to do anything different, it just
sticks with them.
It just sticks with them. Looked like the ball possibly touched the ground there, but
we'll have to go to the
referee's called play on.
We don't have a DRS system here.
No.
The claim catch is paid.
Yeah. Emily to split in here.
Steve, nice long pass. And Gary moved then to get to that.
So we got the call from the sideline for the old stager to hit the hole. I think the mind was willing, but the legs weren't.
I saw some pace then, and to Gary's credit. Half time we have here. We have Airmech, the leaders of the competition, leading Miami. Welcome back to the second half. We're underway here with Miami High tapping off. Thanks to Dave Parker for joining us this evening. He's off to look after his Super Series team as they get ready for the women's clash in the next time slot. But we've got Miami High here through Trent Shaw and his team setting up a sweeper play. And there will be a gap on the inside there. A nice play outside to the wing. Good defence there from Zara Hartley. And it's repelled that attack from Miami High. Last touch called, step back, offload, and a put down. Another score. Well done, Miami. Defence was all in position, just didn't make the touch. Oh, hang on, my mistake. We've called forward pass. Forward pass was the call. Anyway, nice setup. Bad luck on the execution at the end. The referee's in good position to call that forward pass. Miami High driving the ball forward. Ryan Pollock, Sammy Joe at half. And Phillips girls. Bump ball and give and through the gap and nice touch. Recovery on the touch. Beaten for position and recovered. Miami High rucking the ball off the line.
God knows you guys need trains.
Last touch called. Half running with it, steps, offloads, ball to ground. Good defensive position there by Airmech. Nothing doing there. It's for 5 minutes. Airmech Knights running some subs on. Gary's Zonda at half, switching Steve O'Keefe in. Very flat pass there from Mark Hartley, and what have we got? Bouncing out to the outside, space, and Steve dives over. Did he put the ball on the ground? The referee says yes. Another score.
Field 2, you guys like 2014. Oh shit. We got to field 1 game next week. Right, we got to field 1 game.
Let's see if they can respond here with Miami High. Trent's coming to tap off. Good yards on the first 2 touches, well into attacking territory. Long ball out. back into the middle of the park. Ryan Pog with the defender. No, yeah, they're moving around nicely. Miami, what have they got coming? A Rooster set up. Short side sweep. So no set up there this time. They've pulled themselves up. They're going to re-go. What are they going to reload here? Open side split. Long ball pumps and goes long. Nice play. That pass is called clear, which it is from the sideline. That's a very good, well-constructed play. Well done, Miami High. Nice score, nice execution. Reward for effort. Restart for Airmech Knights. Maybe over the mark there, a couple of shuffle steps off the touch. Referees let it go. Dave Maher out to the wing. Plays the ball for Zara Hartley. Realigning here, what's the play? The girls on the wings are loaded up for Dave Maher's long pass, and it's a beautiful pass, and it's caught, and it's a diving put down. Well done. Great play from the winger and Link there, who both set themselves up there to make the winger make a decision defensively.
Let's see me run.
Racking off their line here, Airmech Knights. Sammy Joe, Gary Zonda. Good defensive position there from Michael. Let's see if they've got their nice structure here at Miami High. Going to be hard to get through. Middles facing each other, probably not ideal, and we've got the Link isolated, but Steve keeps come back. Pass was too long. The ball's gone to ground. Miami High now with a chance to bring the ball off their line. Nice, hitting the ball at pace there. Nice speed there from the half. Great diving touch there from Mark Hartley and Steve O'Keefe, and we've got a changeover.
Where's the winger to chase down
Good defensive pressure in the middle of the park, holding up, ball to ground. Miami High with another attacking set. Setting up their play, a bit of communication hidden behind the ball. We get down the end first. Trent sweeping, receives the ball from Michael. He's going to move out to the link. Makes the link to make a touch. Oh, nearly. Nice step back and offload. Would have been nice to see it cut out to the link. Very difficult to make work though. And we have Airmech thwarted on their move forward for a second by the onside player. Ryan Pollock hamming out to the crowd there on the field there with a steaming run.
Pick up, Polly, pick up. Right for it, Dave.
Dave Maher with the pump and the lofted lob ball to the link, who was open just a couple of metres short on the pass.
We would have tapped off and gone on his 38 seconds.
Miami High with the ball. Up the middle of the park with Mark Hartley. All the way through. On the 7. The half goes through. Can he find a winger? Oh, the ball's bounced off her shoulder and hits the deck. Everything but the score. Tegan Phillips getting ribbed by her teammates. Miami High making it over halfway. Strike dump, last touch, good step back. Who's there? No, turning around. Off to Trent. Keeping it alive, it's last touch. And still got away. And the referees eventually call 6 touch and a changeover. Well, inside 5 minutes now left to go in this game. Steve O'Keefe puts the gas down and he's away. Without any subs, the Miami High team is puffed. Had no energy left to go with that one. Steve takes advantage of it, puts the speed on and scores. Scores for Airmech. Let's see what Miami construct here. Trent controlling things as they move up the park. Last time they've set up, they've gone long to the right winger a couple of times here now. So let's see if Zara changes her position accordingly, and let's see what the structure of the play will look like. Off to Trent. We've got a touch there. Oh no, recycle the ball. Ball to ground. Incorrect roll ball. Again, a bit of tiredness there. Understandable, given they've played the game without any subs. We have Airmech rock the ball out. Dave Maher taking the ball to the wing. Over to Zara Hartley. Back into Ryan Pollock. Switching Sammy Joe in. Get a strike dump for Gary Zonda. That was a forward pass and the ball's come to ground. So it was a very good call from the referee because it was clearly forward, Gary. You can argue with me afterwards if you like. Miami High with a late attempt to strike here. A couple of minutes left on the clock.
ML for Dill! ML for Dill!
Oh, stepping around, and we're open. Bit of hesitation. Who was the link there, Jacob? Zonda. Was Gary Zonda getting sucked in from the link there. He's walking back with his head hung low. Yeah, a bit of a defensive communication error there. Well, improvised by Miami High. Nice score in wide open space to finish that off. Let's see if they've got a response from halfway. Zonda takes the ball back to tap it with some purpose. Taking it to the wing. Well defended. Sammy Joe taking control of this attacking play. Dave Marr got the link on the play, and the return ball is not quite there. It's been called to ground. Well, that's gone forward and it's been dropped. The referees are not in a position to see that one. That's okay. Touch God's got it anyway. Oh, show and go from the winger. Wasn't the winger at the time. The fake switch. He now subs off when he makes the box. We'll have their sub player coming on.
That was about 90% right.
Oh, and we've got the long ball to the winger as the referee cleared the pass. Yes, we have. We've got another score. So 30 seconds to go. We've got a narrow lead here to the Airmech team, who really should win this game. Great effort fighting this one out from Miami High. We'll get one more opportunity for a tap. Matthew Gilbertson and Dave Parker here. Stay tuned for our next game. Women's Super Series coming to you next. Thanks for joining us here at palmbeachtouch.com.
No touch. Pull out.